Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are doing well. For those of you who are new around here, my name is Divyanka and I'm a doctor of pharmacy here in the US. I'm living my best professional life and I'm here to help you live your best and most productive life. Now, before I dive into today's topic, I wanted to share something exciting. I had a little bit of fun on Photoshop and created some merch designs. So if you guys are interested in seeing the one that I'm wearing or anything else, go ahead and click on the link that's in the description bar below and you can go ahead and browse all the designs that I have. I'm actually wearing one of them, as you can see, but if you guys are interested, go ahead and browse through the designs and feel free to let me know in the comments below which one's your favorite. Alright, so in today's video, we're actually going to talk about why pharmacy is just not for you. Here on this channel, I've of course talked a lot about pharmacy and the jobs and careers within the realm of pharmacy, but how do you know if you should actually go to pharmacy school? A lot of people compare it with going to med school or PT school. Why should you become a pharmacist? Or rather, why shouldn't you? So in today's video, I want to highlight why pharmacy school might actually not be for you. Maybe you're recently inspired into pursuing a career within pharmacy and going to pharmacy school by either watching my videos, someone else's videos here in the internet world, or by something you read. The list goes on, but maybe you're thinking about it, and I just want to highlight reasons why pharmacy school might not be for you, because again, I don't think it's for everyone, and although I think it's a very exciting industry, again, it's not for everyone. So I'm just going to go ahead and list all the reasons why I think pharmacy school is not for you. I kind of alluded to this, but the first reason is that if you want to be a doctor, if you have your heart set on being a doctor and you are somehow mentally replacing that with becoming a pharmacist, and by doctor I mean practicing physician, an MD, DO, etc. I've personally heard many times that it's almost seen as an alternative. If you don't want to go to med school, oh, I'll just go to pharmacy school. But honestly, the job roles are completely different. Overall, in very, very simple terms, the job function of a doctor is to diagnose, whereas the job role of a pharmacist is to treat and maintain that treatment over time. Of course, there's an overlap between the two, not only in job function and working as a team, but also in the knowledge that you gain. Doctors still have pharmacology courses, and pharmacists still have to understand diagnosing, the basic anatomy, and the pathophysiology of diseases. But again, the job functions overall are completely different. And how that translates to you is that your day-to-day as a doctor versus a pharmacist can look extremely, extremely different. So you really have to understand where your love of science, where your love of medicine actually stems from. Do you want to help people by being the expert in diagnosing and helping care that way? Or by being an expert in medications, in treatments, and helping patients in that realm? So again, overall, if you want to be a doctor, pharmacy school is not for you. Now, the second reason that pharmacy school is not for you is if you're looking for some kind of easy way out while still maintaining a career in the medical field, but not wanting to commit to 4 years of undergraduate school, 4 years of graduate school, and 2 to 4 years of residencies or fellowship. Now, I say this because a lot of people have come up to me specifically and been like, oh, you did your PharmD in 6 years? That's so easy. I've always wanted to be a doctor. I've always wanted to be in the medical field, but that's so much shorter. I should just do that. Now, first of all, I wouldn't say that pharmacy school is necessarily easy, so definitely beware on that side of things. But second of all, although 6 years might seem short in comparison to, again, your 8, your 10 years, you still have to understand that 6 years is a big chunk of your life. By the time I was in my 3rd out of 6 years of pharmacy school, I already felt like I was there for so long, and by, again, my 5th and 6th year, it really did feel like eons. I was in school for a while. All of my friends who did 4-year degrees were in and out within 4 years, and I still was in school. So don't only compare it to, again, either medical school or any other type of graduate school, but compare it to the reality of time. And I think this is where your own priorities will really set in, and this is where you have to understand how much time you want to invest in something like school for your career and then make decisions based on that. Moreover, touching upon the not so easy part of pharmacy school of course gets more and more challenging throughout the years, and you are expected to know a lot. There are a couple really difficult years in pharmacy school where I even personally did not do anything besides school. So again, it is not an easy way out, and if you think that and go to pharmacy school with that mindset, you will definitely feel otherwise while you're studying. Another thing I want to quickly mention here is that depending on what route you decide to take with your career after pharmacy school, you can actually still spend 1 to 3 years in postdoctoral training, whether it's a residency to work in a hospital or a clinic, whether it's a fellowship to work in the pharmaceutical industry. All of those training programs do exist on top of your 6 years of pharmacy school if you get into a 6-year program. So again, you just have to keep these things in mind. There's no true easy way out. Now, my third reason is pretty self-explanatory, but if you personally have no desire to pursue any job that a PharmD would, then you definitely should not be going to pharmacy school. Again, I think pharmacy school has gotten more popular within the last few years. At least that's the transition that I've seen from when I first started school to when I graduated. But again, overall, you really have to compare it to what you want. And if you just can't picture yourself performing any of the job functions that any PharmD could do, then there's no reason for you to pursue pharmacy school. Now, I have another video on this, but there are still so many career choices that a PharmD can make. You don't have to work as a retail pharmacist. You don't have to work in a hospital. There are a lot of options. So many different personality types, many different people can fall within the category of wanting to pursue a job within the realm of pharmacy. Again, the range is pretty big, but if you don't fall into any of those categories, then again, pharmacy school just isn't for you. My next reason is for the money. Whether you like to accept it or not, a lot of your decisions are driven by the fact of how much money you are going to earn or are currently earning. That's the whole point of college. You want to go to college to earn a degree, to get a job, to make good money. Now, in the past, when I've told people that I'm in pharmacy school, so many people react like, oh, you're gonna make so much money when you graduate. And it seems like that's the idea that people have in their head. But if that's the only reason you're going to pharmacy school, then it's definitely not for you. Again, like I just explained, you're going to put in 6 to 8 years of your time, of your life, pursuing pharmacy school. And then, as with any career choice, it does take time to get off the ground, get into a job role that you really want and see yourself in for the future. So bottom line, it's going to take a lot of time, effort, and energy. So you really have to make sure that this is something you're okay with putting that much time, effort, and energy into. And if your only motivation is something like money, then honestly, it's not going to take you really far and you'll burn out a lot quicker. My next reason is doing it just for the doctorate title. Yes, PharmDs are doctorates, and you can do the little pretty signature of Dr. Divyanka Gupta. But, of course, if that's your only reason as to why you're even going to pharmacy school and pursuing a PharmD, then get out now. Again, going to pharmacy school takes a lot of time, effort, and energy, not only on your part, but everyone around you. So don't just do it for something superficial like that. Is it a nice bonus? Yes, but again, it comes with being an expert in pharmacy, and that expertise takes a lot of studying. My next reason is parental pressure. Now, this generally goes for any career field. If you are getting parental pressure or pressure from any external source for that matter, and that is your only motivator to pursue whatever it is you're pursuing, then of course, that is wrong. That's not how it should be. You need to make sure you're doing it for the right reasons, that you're motivated in the right ways, and pressure from any external source, even if it's family, is incorrect. You have to reason with yourself as to why you actually want to pursue something, and if it falls in line with the hopes and dreams of, let's just say, your parents, then great. But if it doesn't, then that is something that you need to take charge for and prioritize yourself. Your parents or any other external family members or friends will not be pursuing the career, will not be going to school for you, will not be taking your exams for you, will not be job searching for you, and will definitely not be performing your job for you. So again, at the epicenter of it all, you need to make sure you're doing it for the right reasons. So overall, those are my few reasons as to why pharmacy school just might not be for you. There are many great career paths out there, and I've definitely seen pharmacy become more popular within the last few years. But again, if this is something you're thinking about pursuing, really understand your intrinsic motivation as to why you want to do this, because it's going to take a good amount out of you, whether it's in the form of time, effort, or energy, which are all extremely valuable. All of our time is valuable, so make sure you're putting it towards something you actually want to do. As always, I hope this video was helpful for you guys. If you guys have any questions, feel free to email me or leave a comment down below, and I'll be sure to comment back. That is it for today's video, and you guys will see me in the next one.